to be had in this arena. He waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter shot. He just misses with that jab. Welcome inside this unique environment. A beautiful theater ready for a fist fight.
God, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket is like golden. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He parries that right jab away. He misses with that jab. Counter shot with the right hand. He parries away that left hook. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. And there's the bell for round 2. That left counter was perfectly timed. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counter punch. Fantastic punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
He fails to score with that left hook. That punch landed. He threw the hook, didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that. There's the bell for round 3. You've got 2 evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does the... There's the bell to start round 4. Back to life now, starting to land some punches. So that left lands. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Trying to answer back. Can they figure out the combination to this save? Defending. He just misses with that big right hand. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Defending themselves. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how There's the bell to start round 5. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
for just a moment. Neither man really defending themselves. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the... There's the bell to start round 6. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
These men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Big right hand just misses. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That left hook missed. Wait a minute, a left hand lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them. Round 7, here we go. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He blocks the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Out of the way, that right hook. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the score.
Every second.
And we enter the 8th round. This This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He blocks the hook. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Through the hook, it didn't land. Good right hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
He blocks that right hook. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
He blocks that jab. When you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They just missed with that big right hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. And there's the bell to start round 10. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Miss with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Come on, look at something. Look at him now. It's so important now in this first minute of this round. It's so important.
And there's the bell for round 11. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you get, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Both men step back for just a moment. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he just missed with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do? On to the 12th. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. They score again with the left hand. Perfect punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That left shot lands. Big left there, but misses. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? And down goes the Miracle Man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been a round out or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.